Vatapi Ganapatim bhajEham.
Namaskaram. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. My name is Prakash Rao, and I welcome you to the first episode of our new series, Story Time with Carnatic Music. This has been a project which is dear to my heart for a long time, and we didn't have the opportunity. Now I'm glad we are able to do it, and it is appropriate that the first episode deals with a song about Ganesha, the remover of obstacles. So, with my humble offering to Lord Ganesha, let us begin. First of all, let me tell you what the series is about. So many, if not most, of Carnatic music compositions are about some god or some goddesses, and they are written in praise of, or they are written as a plea to that god or goddess. They refer to some names. The gods and goddesses have multiple names, and they also refer to some great deeds performed by that god or goddess. And in some cases, when it is written in a particular location, the temple, it refers to the myth and the legend of that temple. It's called the Sthala Purana. So many singers sing the song, and they don't have any idea about what those words mean, what that great deed is that the um, deity um, performed, and what is the Sthala Purana. So when they sing it, they don't put that emotion behind it. And when the audience members hear it, they don't really relate to that song. They just listen to the music. Yes, these compositions are great. All these ancient composers, they had great control of the raga. Their lyrics are fantastic. You can talk about their poetry. You can talk about how they weave together so many different syllables into fitting the chandas of the song and those kind of things. Yes, but we also have to admire the knowledge that these composers have. They have, dug deep into these songs, these stories, in the Puranas, in the Mahabharata, in the Vedas, and they come up with some obscure story that they pull into a song. It is our objective to make these songs more memorable. So when you listen to these songs and when you know the meaning of that one word, you will be able to relate, you'll be able to emote, you'll be able to enjoy the experience of that one song. That is our hope. So now let's get to the story of this episode, the main story. We have selected the song about Ganesha. We have selected Muthuswami Dikshitar's Vatapi Ganapatim, which is the most popular song on Ganesha. So let me tell you two stories. One story is dealing with the idol itself. The other story is the story behind the one word, one phrase in that song, Vatapi Ganapati. It says, Kumbha Sambhava Muni Vara Prapujitam. So first of all, let's talk about the history of the idol. Vatapi Ganapati is currently installed in Uttrapatiswara Swami temple in Tiruchengattangudi, in Tiruvarur. Before this, the idol used to be in Chalukya kingdom's capital city, Vatapi, which is today called Badami. So, back in 617 AD, the Chalukya king Pulakesin II defeated the Pallava king Mahendravarman I and expanded Chalukya kingdom almost to the Kaveri river. So, in 642, Mahendravarman's son Narasimhavarman I, he sent his army under his general Paranjoti to avenge this insult, this defeat. So Paranjoti pushed back Chalukya kingdom's army and they went all the way to the capital, and Paranjoti sacked the capital, and his loot, his booty, consisted of this temple, this idol, Ganesha idol. So he took the idol and took it to his hometown, Tiruchengattangudi, and put it inside the temple there. And there have been other battles between these two armies, but that idol still remains in that town. So we say Vatapi Ganapati. It's in Tiruvarur, but it is referring to the Vatapi Ganapati, which used to be in Vatapi in Karnataka. So now let's talk about the one phrase in that song, Kumbha Sambhavamuni Vara Prapujitam. So the sage Agastya is referred to as Kumbhaja, Kumbhayoni, Kumbhasambhava, which all mean the same thing. He was born in a pot. Talk about the world's first test tube baby. In the Ramayana, it says that Rama, Lakshmana, and Sita met Agastya in his ashram in Dandakaranya, and there Rama requested Agastya to tell him where he could stay during his Vanavasam. And Agastya suggested Panchavati. So that is one episode in the Ramayana. In another story, it is said that Agastya put an end to the wicked deeds of two demons, Vatapi and Ilvala. They were brothers. So Vatapi did some penance and he got a boon from the gods which said that he could be chopped up and mutilated. He'd be just taken apart in every which way possible. But if Ilvala called him, he would come out. He could be reassembled. So they used this superhuman power by what they do is they plotted to defeat and kill all rishis. That's their hatred for rishis. So what they did, they would approach the rishis with some feigned reverence and they would say, please come and have a meal with us. So it was a tradition in India among rishis not to refuse any invitation given to them or reject any food that was served to them. Whatever was served, they'd eat. So Ilvala used to chop up his brother and cook that and give that to the rishis. After they ate him, he would simply say, Vatapi, come out, and he would come out tearing that body apart, and that's how they would kill him, kill the rishi. So they did this with a few rishis. Great. Then they started trying to the same trick on Agastya. Agastya knew what they were going to do. So when Vatapi got into Agastya's body, Agastya simply digested him. So when Ilvala called him out, he was not there. He was not able to come out. And Ilvala got angry and he tried to attack Agastya, but Agastya defeated him with just a mere thought. After that, no Asura dared attack Agastya anymore. So how did this happen? So it says that Agastya prayed to Ganesha for the ability to instantly digest whatever he ate. So when he was digested, Vatapi obviously was a part of Agastya. He was not separate. He could not be reassembled because there was nothing to reassemble. And that was the boon, that was the vara that Ganesha gave Agastya. And that is why this whole phrase happened to be Kumbha Sambhava Muni Vara Prapujitam. And so that's about the that phrase. Let me sign off by mentioning some interesting facts about the idol itself. Dikshitar mentions this in the song. Normally, Ganesha has, the back hands, he has got Pasham and Ankusham, the noose and gold. And in the other hands, sometimes he has Dantam and sometimes he has Abhayhastam. And in the other one, he has Modakam. Those are the four things that generally Ganesha has in his hands. But in this particular case, Dikshita says he holds in his back hands Vamakara Vidruta Ikshudandam. Sorry, that's in the front hand. Sorry, in his hand, in his right hand, he has Ikshudandam. He has a sugarcane stick. And then in the other hand, he says Karambuja Pasha Bijapuram. In the lotus-like hands, he has Pasham, that is the noose, but instead of Ankusham, he has Bijapuram. He has a Japamalam in his hands, a bead necklace. So that is a definition, that is the description of the Vatapi Ganapatim given in the song. And this is one of the things which sets apart that particular idol from other idols on Ganesha. With this, we close for today. Namaskaram. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoy stories. And please stay tuned for more stories from us. Thank you.
Vatapi Ganapatim. ಮೂವರ